Welcome to another live stream of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Somebody just called me. Fuck me up. I gotta learn how to put this shit on D&D. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I fucked it up, so let me start it off. It's another live stream of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunt rolled and your drink poured. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. We here on today, Mr. Roll Up. Have you ever had your next door neighbor that wanted some of that? If so, tap in, tap the fuck in. Even if you didn't, you just want to hear about something like that. Tap in, tap the fuck in. The crazy thing is it go on every day in every neighborhood. But for the most part, you probably will never know. Because them the ones that know how to keep their mouth closed. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Especially in Detroit, man. It is what it is. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Man, I'll tell you one thing. It was a hell of a time. You know what I'm saying? I never had nobody that close to me be that close to me. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Man, like I told you before, I don't have no regrets. Everything I did with a purpose. Tap in, tap the fuck in. All right, let's get it right. So, coming from the top, right? I had a house in Detroit a few years ago. Yeah, I've been out the city, I've been gone, but I had hit a little lick on this crib in the city, right? So I moved in there. I stayed in this house for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I had got this house in 2000, no, 4 years. I had got this house in 2020, and I just moved out of there last summer. You know what I'm saying? Well, me and the landlord was cool as hell. So we wasn't even on no contract or nothing. You know what I'm saying? No lease, none of that shit. Like, me and him was cool like that. Basically I was on like a month to month. We did a 1 year lease, and then after that first year, we was month to month. You know what I'm saying? For 3 years straight. You feel me? Well, he decided to sell that motherfucker last summer. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing I could do about it. I couldn't be mad because I was on a month to month. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So, it was what it was. Just like I could have upped and dipped on him at any time, because I'm on the month to month. So it worked in both our favors. If he want to sell it or he want to rent it to somebody else that want to pay more rent than I'm paying, whatever the case is, he can move me out of there because we don't have a contract. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what happened with it. Other than that, I'll probably still be at that same crib. I don't know. It was cool, low key as hell, you know what I'm saying? But it was in the city. So anyway, I got this crib in the city, you know what I'm saying? When you in the city with everybody, you do city shit. You walk dogs, talk to motherfuckers, smoke and drink, all of that type of shit. You mixing and mingling with everybody every goddamn where. You know what I'm saying? Well, at the time, I had a dog. You know what I'm saying? I always had dogs, but at this type of time, I was training a lot of dogs. You know what I'm saying? In that era, 2020, 2021. In that time frame, I was training a lot of dogs. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ended up getting a new neighbor that moved in next door to me. So by this time, I'm there at the house maybe about 2 years now. This about 2022 when this happened, right? And I still had one of the dogs that I was training, but I liked that dog, so I was gonna keep him, right? Um, he was a brown pit bull, right? So when I got him, I'm training, I'm walking him, I'm playing with him, all that. I'm spending time with him, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, while I'm doing it, I walk him pretty much around the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? By the time we come back, we come up the street and we gotta pass my neighbor's house, my neighbor next door to me. So, like I said, around this time, I get a new neighbor, and I'm still, walking my dog past their house. But I never paid attention to the neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like I never, I never even seen who my neighbor was. I just knew that I had a new neighbor because they was moving the shit in and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ended up seeing her one day. You know what I'm saying? She was an older, light skinned lady that had a Jag. You know what I'm saying? She had a couple dollars. She was doing her thing, whatever. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. And it was just her by herself, you know. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. But, I just didn't want no young wild niggas moving in next door to me type shit. So I got lucky. Got an older chick by herself. It's cool. Like big. Well, time go on. I'm steadily walking my dog every day. Sometimes I walk the dog 2, 3 times a day. When you train dogs, you gotta walk them a lot. You know what I'm saying? They have to be walked. Like, not no tying them up to a tree in your backyard and all of that bullshit. Like, no, they gotta be walked. So if you thinking about getting a dog, just know they come with a lot of walking. So if you don't got the walking need, you don't need a dog. So it's one of them times I'm walking the dog. So we come past my neighbor's house, my next door, literally next door, not a couple doors down, not across the street, literally next door. You know what I'm saying? So my neighbor next door, uh, I'm passing her house. You know, while I'm passing her house, she let her dog out. She had a pit bull too. She had a little girl pit bull, little black girl pit bull dog. Um, if you go to my shorts, I did a short on that a long time ago. I think I did maybe about like 3 shorts with that dog. It's a brown pit bull, but one of the shorts is when I was snatching him away from her dog. And if you pay attention real closely, you can see a little black pit bull ran into, the video when I was recording. You know what I'm saying? Because I was dragging my dog away. He was tired. Like he been chasing the hell out of her and all that. He was tired. You know. So I just recorded him being fatigued and shit. While I'm dragging his ass to the house, and she came and dashed right past the motherfucking video while I was filming. So you go watch that short, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. This is what them dogs did every single day. You know what I'm saying? So that first day when it happened, when she let the dog out, they came together, they licking each other and smelling each other, all how all that go. So while they doing all of that, the neighbor, she come out, you know what I'm saying? She like, oh my God, I didn't mean to let her out. I didn't know you was out here, blah, 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 all this bullshit. Fuck out of here. You knew what it was, but this was her shooting her shot, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So we get to talking, you know. She like, you seem cool. You always over there chilling, blah, blah, blah. She like, I know you be smoking. I smell it. You got the strong shit, woo, woo. Like, making a little convo and shit. So we just talking. Next thing you know, we exchange numbers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, if you smoke, holler at me. I got that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. Let me know something. She like, all right, cool. She hit me up later on that night, talking about she want to smoke. Can she come over to my house? I'm like, yeah, I'm over here chilling. So she come walk over there, I let her in. We sitting there watching TV, we talking, we smoking, we talking and shit, watching TV, smoking, basic shit like that, right? So she was just telling me her whole little life story and everything, all that type of shit. I'm like, okay, that's what's up, This happened a couple times, she came sneaked over at night. We didn't do nothing the first couple times, you know what I'm saying? But she came sneaked over one night, and we did it. You know what I'm saying? She was acting all brand new and shit, but she knew that, she wanted to do that. You feel me? So when we did it after that, she was coming over every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day. So basically, during the day, the neighbors didn't know we was cutting at all. Like, what nobody is suspected. You know what I'm saying? Because she was she was like late 40s. You know what I'm saying? I'm early 30s. You know what I'm saying? She like late 40s. You know. Well, nobody never suspected nothing. She stayed in the house. She stayed to herself. All of that type of shit, right? But little do everybody know, at nighttime, she sneaking over my crib, getting buzzed down. No lie. Straight up. So we cutting and shit. So I started doing a little shit for her. I'm already giving her weed. That wasn't nothing. So I'm already giving her weed. Now I started cutting her grass, cause I cut my own grass. So after I cut my grass, I cut her grass too. You know what I'm saying? Something happened with her tire and shit on her car. I went and took care of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was acting like she ain't know what the fuck to do. So I went and handled that shit. Like, I did a I did a little shit. So it was like she was starting to get a little too attached. You know what I'm saying? She was moving too quick. And I wasn't feeling that shit. So I'm like, you know what? I know I'm about to get rid of her. Cause she said she gonna have to make me hers and all of this type of shit. She went from, sneaky linking to getting her feelings type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, since we gonna play that, I'm gonna play this. I text her, I was like, hey, what up, dog? She like, what's going on? I'm like, I need a favor. She like, what's that? I'm like, I need $1,000. You know what I'm saying? She hit me back instantly. Was like, nah, I'm not doing that. That's not feasible. Feasible? What the fuck? Oh, straight up. You know what I'm saying? It was all fun and games when I was doing for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I asked you to do something for me, and now you talking about you don't feel like that's feasible. You know what I'm saying? Now look, I didn't need the money. You know what I'm saying? I just knew how to get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? And I knew a play like that was gonna get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? I real like just wanted to get rid of her. Real talk. I promise you. I just wanted to get rid of her. And this is exactly how the shit happened, you know. So when she said that, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I stopped doing for her. When I stopped doing that, all hell broke loose. You know what I'm saying? She was hurt. Like, she couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you know, you get like that, you know? Cause this what I'm getting at. She could have said, hey, I don't got 1,000, but I got 100. She'd be like, shit, I got $50. You know what I'm saying? I would have been cool with that, even though I would have never took it or nothing. Just the fact of her, you know, pitching that back, saying, hey, I can't do $1,000, but I got $50. You know what I'm saying? If that'll help you, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was getting at. But I knew that wasn't gonna happen. So that was my way of getting rid of her. Like, y'all, let me go ahead and play that card. I know it's gonna get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen how she was moving. Like, she was expecting me to pay for everything. Like, bitch, you came on to me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, I look like, you know. So since you want to play that, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with a play. You know what I'm saying? And see where your mind at. You know, exactly what I did. Shot her ass right out the sky. I'm like, y'all got her. You know, cool. I stopped doing for her. She was hurt. You know what I'm saying? She was hurt. Like, she was banging my line. Like, what is wrong with you? Why you don't fuck with me? Why, and all this. I'm like, we good. I'm like, you told me it wasn't feasible. Like, that was a strong word. You feel me? What are you talking about? Not feasible. I told her. I was like, it was just a test, you know? And she was mad about it and shit. And it's like, I don't give a fuck. You be mad. Guess what? I'm one of them kind of guys. I'm going to test you. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to like it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But if a woman want to get in my circle like that, you know, I'm going to run the test. You feel me? And that's all it takes. You know what I'm saying? That's all it takes. All it takes is a test, man. And you will find out if that person really is about you or not. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just come up with some shit and present it to them, and they gonna act a whole completely different way. You know what I'm saying? Them the type of people that you don't need around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. And I knew that's what she was. That's how I got rid of her. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, she was getting on that. Like, want me to pay for everything, want me to do everything. Like, you the older bro, and you came on to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you tweaking. You know what I'm saying? We about to put the brakes on that right now. So guess what? I need a band. Nowhere to deliver. But when she was getting all the benefits off of me, everything was sweet. You know what I'm saying? She getting the benefits and she getting her buns clapped. You feel me? She wasn't even sucking dick. She just getting clapped. You feel me? So, okay. Now I need you to pitch in. Because it seemed like you just a taker. Let's see what you gonna give. Again, you could have said $50. I would have been cool with that. And I wouldn't have never took it from you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, that's some real shit. You feel me? But I don't need it. That's exactly how I was gonna play that situation, you know. But she came back with nothing, empty handed, like, nah, I got nothing for you. I'm like, oh, cool. Psh, shot you down. We done. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, we went back to being just next door neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a time period where we was cutting damn near every night. You know what I'm saying? to just poof, like we just next door neighbors now. Like like all that shit we was doing, I was cutting her grass and all that. That shit stopped. I stopped cutting her grass. You know what I'm saying? So I know the neighbors seen it. Like he don't cut her grass no more. Something going on. He doing something. I'm pretty sure because we had a nosy ass neighbor that stayed across the street. That old lady was nosy. So she probably know. You know what I'm saying? That my neighbor was sneaking over at night, late at night. Like I said, she was like late 40s. She was like 48, 49, 47 to 49, somewhere up in there. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, that's when she turned her freaky on. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the time she should be asleep, she ready to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, wild as hell. You feel me? So, I be at the crib with the dog chilling. You know what I'm saying? She come over, get knocked down while I'm knocking her down. The damn dogs, they outside. I let my dog outside because she got her dog out there. So I let him outside. They outside running around, cutting and doing what dogs do. You know what I'm saying? A male dog and a female pit bull, both of them. You know what I'm saying? They chasing each other the whole motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? This at night, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much everybody in the crib or, then got off the block, shit like that. So she let her dog out, I let mine out. Our dogs knew not to leave from our houses. So the dogs will play from her house to my house. You know what I'm saying? Front yard, backyard. They run back and forth both houses. You know what I'm saying? Playing with each other, chasing each other, all of that shit. So we didn't have to watch them because we knew that they knew they zone. You know what I'm saying? And they stayed within their zone. Just as long as they was playing with each other, they was good. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have no problem out the dog. So every time she'd come over, I let my dog out. They'd go do their thing. Me and her, we do our thing. You know what I'm saying? After that, she go back home. She take her dog in. I bring mine in. You know what I'm saying? Both of us laid there damn near out of breath. My dog been chasing the damn female dog, and I just beat up the busty end of the next door neighbor. So with that being said, we both was fucking tired on a daily, every night. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I just look at him and be like, yo, it's tired, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he'd look up and all that shit. I'm like, yeah. Like it was crazy, I had that dog trained, you know what I'm saying? So with me having that dog trained like that, he knew what I was talking about when I say something to him, you know what I'm saying? So when me and him would be wore out from the next door neighbors, you feel me? I talk to him. I roll up a blunt and everything, you know what I'm saying? I talked to him and like he had a way of responding to me, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. I should have been recording some of that shit, but I wouldn't even think about it. But me and him, we had a bond like that, you know what I'm saying? So, man, crazy, man. So, when every night when we do that, we both be wore the fuck out, man, we be stretched. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, me and the dog. You feel me? We be stretched, And this was a daily thing, My next door neighbor. She turned up on me real quick, She act like yeah, we neighbors, we should be cool to us being friends to now we cutting. You know what I'm saying? On the daily. She right next door to me. You know what I'm saying? So it was nothing for me to go over her house. It wasn't nothing for her to come to my house. You know what I'm saying? I didn't live with nobody. Didn't nobody live with me. You know what I'm saying? I lived in my crib by myself. You know what I'm saying? And when my kids came over, they had their own bedroom and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole closet and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole room is a closet. You feel me? Like, so I didn't live with nobody or nothing, you know, and she didn't live with nobody. So sometimes she invite me over to her crib, and then most of the time she'd come to my crib, you know. It's just what it was, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody know what we was doing. Like, we kept it real low profile. Like, everybody would be on the block, but we knew when people, you know, go in and shit like that, you feel me? And that was like the time we come out and we get to cutting, you feel me? Type shit. Like, man, that shit was crazy. We was doing that shit on a daily. You know what I'm saying? My next door neighbor, you feel me? Wild as hell. That was just the type of time she was on, you know? So I dropped that bomb on her. Boom. I 12 gauged her ass. Bitch. Yeah, since you on all of that, now you going a whole nother level. You feel me? Like, we cool and we cutting. Now you getting in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? You want to start getting in your feelings? All right, cool. I need a band. And again, you didn't have to come with none of that. You could have said $30. Anything would have been cool with me. Like I said, I would have never took it from her in the first place. You know, it just would have been the whole fact that she was willing to contribute something. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. And if I don't see that out of a woman like that I'm dating, or, you know, a situation like that, then I'm gonna hit your ass with a test. You know what I'm saying? Because what you mean? Like, this is a two-way street, you know. You think everything is about you, then you ain't the one for me. So, you know, and that's what she was on. You know, I didn't want us going there anyway because we next door neighbors. You know what I'm saying? I was just cool with the little late night sessions. You feel me? Like, let's just keep it there. You know, during the day you do what you do. At night you come over. What's so hard? You know what I'm saying? But she started getting her feelings and shit, you know, so it fucked everything up. So I booted her ass. Let me get a band. That's not feasible. Yeah, you not either. Fuck off my line. You know what I'm saying? Stop beating me up. We through. I ain't doing none of that. No more, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm straight. You tripping. You know what I'm saying? You escalating this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't meant for that. This was just meant for exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying? When we was just cutting, that's all it was meant for us to just cut. You feel me? Now you want to turn it up a notch. You feel me? You want to get in your feelings. Nah, you ball business. You know what I'm saying? Ball business. You know we not gonna work. We got damn near a 20-year age gap. Damn near. You know what I'm saying? At least 15 for sure. You know, we what is you expecting? Keep it where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Keep it simple. She couldn't do that. She got in her feelings. So I had to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, not too long after that, she ended up moving out. Just out of nowhere. She just moved. You know what I'm saying? I'd say maybe 6 months to not even a year later, 6 to 8 months later, she just up and moved. You know what I'm saying? Just disappeared. Like, that was some weird shit to me. You know what I'm saying? But That's what happened. I haven't seen her since. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of months after me and her, went our ways, she literally disappeared. She up and moved. You know what I'm saying? The whole trailer was parked in the driveway and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like they came and got all her shit, and she moved. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but that's what it was. But that was the story of my next door neighbor. The message I can give y'all out of that: don't do it. How about that? Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I know how tempting it might be. You might got a neighbor or something that's digging you, or you digging your neighbor. Ooh, ooh, you know, you want to shoot your move and all of that shit. I'm gonna tell you like this, right? Just remember, you have to see that person every single day. So even when you don't want to deal with them, you got to see them every day. So rethink that situation. Make sure that's something you want to do before you do it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all can fall out tomorrow. And guess what? That's still your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. If you do got a neighbor you digging or your neighbor digging you, I advise you not to do it. But that's 100% your choice. But coming from my experience, I don't regret it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it should be a lesson to the next. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get involved with it because this might happen to you. It's been another live stream Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.